everybody, Josh Ansley here. Welcome back to another episode of I Am I. So here's the deal. You are going to spend the most time with yourself than anybody else for your entire life. So I really suggest that you start to get to know yourself and start to create a self that you actually enjoy being around. If you're going to be stuck with this fucking person for your entire life, right? So it may be a long, difficult process, but it's to forge the person that we want to be, right? Part of that is definitely accepting exactly who we are already. So I know that's all paradoxical and it gets a little hectic and a little crazy. There is going to be parts of us that we need to accept. Actually, once you just recognize and accept those parts of yourself, a lot of times they just go away if they're the parts that you don't like. Sometimes you need to make adjustments. But whatever it is definitely forging this person that you are going to be spending the rest of your fucking life with. There's in the book Untethered Soul, there is, by Michael Singer, there is a part where he talks about your mind. Imagine the things that you said to yourself and you were sitting on the couch and next to you was somebody saying all the shit that your mind says to you. Like, you would never want to fucking hang out with that person. So we have to start to learn to be our own best friend. We have to start to realize that we are not going to be saved by anybody, right? That the way we relate to ourselves is how we relate to the world. It starts with ourselves. So the first relationship, I've talked about a lot before, down in that first chakra, is a relationship to self. And if we don't have that relationship to self in order, it's going to be a fucking mess. Because you're going to be relating to the world through your pain and through just fucking chaos. And it's going to be disgusting. And no one's going to want to be around you, least of all you. And when the worst is when you can't stand to be around yourself. And I've been there. So, honestly, this fucking vlog sucks. I think I totally just failed at exactly what I was talking about in this fucking vlog. See, we are our worst fucking critic. We are heaviest on ourselves, right? I remember earlier on in my awakening, right? I was working with a mentor and I was like, "You're just telling me what I want to hear." And he was like, "Josh, I'm not just telling you what you want to hear." I was so ready to beat myself up, and I was so ready to listen to the people that were really heavy on me. And there's a lot of shame, and there's a lot of guilt, and there's a lot of pressure that comes in a lot of this self-work. And I don't like to work from that shame whatsoever. I fail, like I just did actually. But I like to come from self-love. To really come from a place of love. And we have many reasons why we think we should not love ourselves if we've done this work, right? If we've even started this work. Otherwise, people would be like, "No, I'm fucking awesome. I'm fantastic." And I'm like, "Holy shit, you're a fucking mess." But that's okay. But if we've really done this work and start to look at ourselves, there's a lot of stuff that we could really beat ourselves up about, right? So when we start to really love ourselves unconditionally, if we can learn to love ourselves unconditionally, no matter what action we have or have not taken, that's the whole idea behind spirituality for me, is that we're going to a space beyond all of our thoughts, all of our emotions, all of our actions, all of our successes, all of our failures, right? So to a space where there is nothing but love and connection, where it doesn't fucking matter, like that breath is constantly flowing for you, no matter what you've done or haven't done, right? And the mind will sit there and be like, "Well, that's fucked up," and find all these reasons of how fucked up, or people are fucked up, or they don't deserve love, or you don't deserve love. And that's all just bullshit. It's all nonsense. We're talking about you. We're talking about how you relate to the world, not what other people have done, right? And we're talking about how you relate to yourself. Can we learn to unconditionally love ourselves first and foremost? And see what happens when we actually open up to love within ourselves, that we don't have to accomplish and achieve. And as I talk about it, it's not about that we won't accomplish and achieve, right? It's a space where once you get to that place of self-love, like right now, I am the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I am also the happiest I've ever been in my life. This is another example of how it's not black and white. Because as I'm the heaviest, it's showing me that I can't depend upon how I look in order to feel good about myself. And I don't. I really don't give a shit. Now, health is a whole nother aspect, right? So I'll be, working on that, right? To take care of myself because I really love myself from a deeper space and understand that I have to take care of this body and that helps me take care of the mind and all this kind of stuff. But to learn to love myself despite what I might look like. The more I'm learning to love myself, the more other people are loving me. And it's the most unbelievable thing. And the more I'm allowing love into my life, the more it's just flowing in, little by little, day by day. So, that's all I want to say is learn to be the fucking friend that you want to be to other people. Do unto yourself as you would do unto others. Or something like that. Isn't that what he said? In Lakesh Lakin, I am you, you are me. Namaste. What? Too much?